Okay, hey guys, welcome to an equipment video. Someone requested in one of the videos last week that I provide a video on the equips that I'm using on BlowFat. As I said before, some of you may not know, BlowFat is the Xenon that I created to use as a training character so that when I'm at Hall of Honor, the map that I'm in right now, I can have two characters attacking on both platforms. So pretty much this character, I got enough equips for it to be able to take its own platform and provide sustainable spawn for me on erasers to be able to kill as well. So what I've done really is this character has a lot of hand-me-down equips and a few not seen before equips, but yeah, I'll explain where they came from. So yeah, I've got one pet on it with a few skills, because I'm farming maple leaves on it as well. It really helps, and I've managed to work out a way not to lag a lot. So some of these things you might recognize, some of them you may not. I made another set of Gollux equips for it. I think that's probably missing one scroll on it, but doesn't matter. It was only missing one extra all stat and another attack or something like that. But yeah, unique potential. This one doesn't have potential in it, but this one I've unique potentialed, and yeah, it was a second ring that I made. I pretty much made this one and another one and pretty much cubed both of them to see which stats gave better ones, and I got 15% lock on this, so I figured I'd move it over to this character. The Almighty Ring I used to use on erasers and BlowFat. It's just an old ring that doesn't have any attack on it and not that much all stat. So yeah, it got downgraded and passed on to this character. And finally another ring that doesn't have potential on it, but yeah, it was just to get more all stat and attack. Oh, hold up. Don't want that thing doing anything. Alright. So, this is the old Rising Sun pendant that I had before I went Gollux pendants. I bought this off Steve a while ago, but yeah, this is just lives on here. Yeah, it's still got good enough stats to give it attack range, and I haven't gotten another pendant. I haven't really decided what I'd put on it. It doesn't really need anything right now, but yeah, that's how it is. And this thing I didn't scroll. I picked it up in the FM for about 5 bill, I think. Perfectly as it is. I haven't done anything to change it. And yeah, it pretty much had 7 stars on it. It was done with the, I think it was 8 attack scrolls. So yeah, it's been perfect scrolled with 8 attacks back when 8 attacks were the highest available, other than the pinnacles with 9. So yeah, it was just a bargain that I couldn't let slip, and plus it was a pirate one as well, so I took it. Superior Gollux build. I went this over Tyrant just to give it the set effect for the 20 all stat. I would have liked to get a superior earrings on it to get another 35 attack, but we'll see how we go with that, because I do have another set of unique superior Gollux earrings that I haven't done anything with, so I might end up moving them on here. This is a shoe from Magnus. It tends to drop a lot of Nova gear. I picked up this and was screwing around with it with Chaos Scrolls, and yeah, it gained some attack, and then I chucked I didn't use a 5-star enhancement. I enhanced it 5 times with advanced enhancement scrolls, the target blows up, and 5 passed. So yeah, I was pretty happy with that, and I left it at that. I may or may not add more attack to it. It really depends if it becomes cheap to do so, because this is really just my kind of budget character where I didn't want to spend any money on. My old Trickster Wanderer pants, pretty much when I made my all stat ones that are now on erasers, I moved these ones over. I like the idea of doing that because it meant that I didn't reset this. While I might have spent more money cubing another set, I liked the potential on this one where it was 12.99 and then 2% dex, so I didn't want to get rid of that, because it's good for, well, a Dex or Strength Pirate class, so when Unol comes out, if I wanted to play that, I'd probably move these over there. And yeah, the same with the top. I didn't want to reset the stats. It already had good potential on it, so I figured why not move it over? Because if you can remember back to, I think this time last year, I bought the hat, the top, and the bottom for about, it was something like $900 back then, because, you know, the gear was like RA wasn't as common and scrolling wasn't as common as it is nowadays, so yeah, it seemed like a good deal at the time, and it probably was. But now, after I've like pretty much made my own set, I probably would have preferred to make my own, but you tend to spend the same amount of money if you weigh up how much I spent making the top. Well, I spent, I think it was 100k NX on the top by itself, and then I scrolled it on top of that, and how much that would have cost. So yeah, and I don't know, I'll weigh out the figures later and judge whether, you know, as things were, you know, was it a good deal or not, but yeah. So yeah, the rack mask and the branch nose from the other character. Once again, when I finished doing all stat on new face equips and eye accessory, I pretty much moved these over. These lived on the character anyway when I wasn't doing anything important on erasers, just to give it a little more range. The hat, again, moved it over. I didn't want to reset it. You know, 31 attack, that's pretty good. I do miss the bonus potential with the 13 attack, the 3 all-stat neb, and decent advanced bless. Yeah, I'll probably make another hat for that just to keep on erasers to give me decent advanced bless, but it's not really the most important decent skill for me to get, because I'd really like to get SI as well on some gloves, but yeah, that's down the track when I've got nothing else to upgrade. Gold emerald earrings, these things are one of my older equips, and I pretty much just move these on here. I use them to train on mules, so I figure, you know, use them on here while I can. Shoulder, when I got the Tinkerer shoulder off Tyler, I moved this one over because, you know, I didn't have any other use for it. It's got good bonus potential, it's got an all-stat neb on it. It could have been a unique potential, but really, it was just the cubes that I used on this. Like, some of the gear might not have had these stats, but I, you know, either used Master Craftsman cubes or just free cubes that I got along the way. So I haven't really spent any money on this character apart from karmaing stuff over and using Meso to buy that. Let's see, red badge, nothing special. These gloves Tyler just gave me because he got Sweetwater gloves, and, you know, he didn't really want to, well, he was just giving them away, so, you know, he gave them to me, which was nice. And yeah, it's just got SE and good all stat and dex percentage. Okay, 35 attack heart, bought this off Tristan. It was just a, you know, I need a heart, I'll, you know, pay whatever. I might make a star heart for it, you know, a 110 attack, 40 all stat or whatever it ends up being. I'll see how I go in terms of scrolling my own one for erasers. If I have leftover scrolls, then yeah, I'll do one for this character too. I'll be sure to get it in Android though, just to cover all those bases. This Tyrant Cloak we got from Magnus. I just, you know, didn't get any splits for one round, and I used a 5-star enhancement on it, and then Chaos scrolled it as well with Chaos Scrolls of Goodness, and I got 11 attack on it. You might be thinking, why is it not on erasers? Because this is better, well, before you include the extra 4 stars on my Tyrant Attack Cloak plus the 15% all stat on the other cloak that I have. This one would be better, but yeah, it's not really worth trying to recube 15% all stat. I'd rather just leave it as is because I've got more important things to work on. I haven't done anything to this because it, you know, down the track, if I've got nothing else to do, then yeah, I'll start cubing all the secondary and third. As you notice, I don't have a power source either, just haven't gotten around to getting one. Nothing in the badge or the medal. I really should just do Evo Lab, but I'll get around to doing that as well. You know, getting the Evo Lab medal. It's a little bit better than this, but not that much. And the Red Warrior badge, nothing special there. Everyone got one of those if you logged in during a certain time in the event. So yeah, this is a character that it's got a 500k clean range, and buff duration as well I managed to get for the epic ability, because I really rely on having the buff gem of stance, offensive matrix, just to keep it up there on the top platform, because focusing on 2 characters, you don't want them pinballing around everywhere. So yeah, that's really what happened there. But yeah, that's really it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll be back with a cubing video later in the week. Be sure to catch the GTA online stuff I've been doing with Tristan. That stuff's pretty funny. We're getting a few good kicks out of it. That's all happening on the Forsaken Bellow Guild channel, but I did put a video up recently of something funny that happened, a weird glitch when I drank a glass of red wine. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.